welcome to Heather Locklear. There you go, have a seat. No worries. Welcome. I know. Well, let's get there. It'll get there. It'll be warm by March. I said it'll get warm by March. Needless to say,
hello.
Welcome. Have you been to Pittsburgh before? First time?
No, I don't remember.
That's questions from them.
Okay.
Whatever you feel like doing. I'm going to shoot right to the Saturday Night Live stuff when you hosted Saturday Night Live.
Yes.
And actually I think you were in the Wayne's World movie too, if I'm not mistaken. What was that atmosphere like? Because everybody's talking about Saturday Night Live, and I just kind of wanted to get your take
It
on
was pretty amazing. You first go into Lorne Michaels' office with all these actors, and they're also writers. And he, they just kind of throw out pitches. And I don't remember, I feel like it was Molly Shannon. I'm not sure, but she pitched like, Heather, wouldn't it be great if you stuck your finger in different places and smelled it? So it was a weird thing. Obviously, I didn't do that.
So where did that come from?
Like, do I have to?
That was a test, I think.
Yeah, and so then they pitch it, and then they run it through, and some things get cut and some things not. And they seem to make the costumes, no matter if it goes or not, they just did a whole fitting for me. And then they just throw things out and throw things in, and it was actually a great atmosphere. It's very we were like, who's gonna change me? And there's a man and a woman. I'm like, okay. So, because you have to do it super duper fast. And yeah, so it was pretty great.
So as far as it was like a week of rehearsal and then the show, is that how that worked?
Yeah, I think I remember it seemed to be like Wednesday we actually started working, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday it was, yeah, so, yeah.
That had to be quite a bit of fun at that time.
It's my favorite thing.
Oh, I'm glad I went there first.
And it happened to be in '94, and there was so many great people on the show at that time. I mean, there probably always is, but that time it was like everyone's made a name for themselves at that point. So.
Did they approach you about it, or was that something you wanted to really just sink your teeth into?
No, not me. No, they approached.
That's nice.
It's very nice.
So as far as doing live television, I mean, how is that different than, was that a lot more nerve-wracking than?
I think because it was so fast and live, it wasn't as nerve-wracking because you don't have time to think about it. Doing a show in front of an audience is nerve-wracking to me. I'm like, I can feel their energy. I don't want to, can they all turn around? I'm nervous. So that was more, a little more nervous for me.
Yeah. So do you prefer doing comedy or dramatic roles?
I really like comedy. It's just easier for me.
How is that? How is it easier for you? Comedy is supposed to be a hard nut to crack.
Well, I guess, but you don't know this now, but I'm pretty funny in person. So that was kind of yeah, it's just more of my personality. It's easier and it's fun.
So I gotta ask, you've done TV, movies, all stuff. Is there one particular genre that really kind of makes you feel more of a sense of accomplishment than any other?
Just my whole career does. I'm so grateful for it. That not any specific thing.
And how have you seen the whole Hollywood system change over the years?
Wow, I think it's great. I think, it's not just actors and actresses who live in Hollywood or New York and get auditions and have to have an agent. I think it's pretty cool the way it's changed for social media. The people who would never have that opportunity and that they just show their stuff right there, and I think it's pretty cool.
So if somebody comes up and says, I really want to be an aspiring actor or actress, you really couldn't give them a point of reference because it's so different now?
I would say just go to your phone, Google, I want to be an actress, figure it out. Isn't that what it's there for?
Wow. So I got to ask you about Dynasty, Melrose Place. I mean, your name's pretty much a household word. How does being those characters, how did that shape your public life? You're always such an iconic character. Did that really change your
personal life?
Yes.
Oh yeah. I actually have been, I guess, an actress longer than I haven't been. It's really strange. Yeah.
When did you first get the bug to start acting?
I did not. I was on the cover of a UCLA Bruin catalog. It's called the Bearwear catalog, and 2 women from ABC were from UCLA, so they got it sent to them, and they're like, "We want to meet this girl," and I'm like, "Ay. So I went and auditioned for them, and they're like, "Go to an acting place. You need acting classes." And so, so then someone saw me and wanted me to do commercials and stuff like that. So I signed with them, and that started, and then it was just like, luck.
Did you take formal acting lessons?
I did.
And how long did you take that before you felt like you were able to?
Never. I still, like if I have a project, I'll go to my acting coach, let's run this, let's do this. Yeah, no. I mean, that's me. That's just me.
Yeah. I got to ask you about co-stars, directors. Is there anyone in particular that really kind of made an impression on you that you had worked with in the past?
What if I said no?
Then we'll move on to the next question.
No. Well, I love working with Michael Fox. I love working with and Charlie Sheen. Both very different, both great. Oh my God, I don't know.
Okay.
Not a very good answer.
So, was there ever a project you turned down that you kind of thought, wow, I should have taken that? Or,
Never.
Good answer. I love that.
Never.
Well, that's really wonderful.
Yeah.
So, when you go out and do you actually read scripts? Is that what draws you to a particular
Well,
part?
first one has to be sent to me. I don't write. I'm not a writer, so it has to be sent to me.
Right.
And then, then I read it. And if I think it's amazing and interesting, then I'll say yes if they offer it to me. And if they say you must audition, I'll audition if it's something I really want.
Nice. You want to take some questions from the audience?
Sure.
Let's grab a few from the audience. Raise your hand, and Jackie will come along. And once again, thanks for doing this.
Thank
This
you
is
so much.
awesome.
Yes. Wait a minute. How do I? Oh yeah. On all of your TV shows, your T.J. Hooker, Melrose Place, Dynasty, Spin City. On all of those TV shows, what did you do with the cast to have fun? Like, would you go out to lunch or have dinner together? Would you go out to a nightclub? Like, what did you guys do to relax and kind of unwind after a long, grueling day of filming?
Well, usually we wouldn't do anything because we have the next day, we have to memorize stuff and ready to film and all that stuff. But I know that when Melrose Place was getting hotter, we all went to went to New York together, and that was crazy because we didn't have to do lines. We just had to be there, show up at this place, say hello, and that's it. And the only thing I can, what was it called? We did go to the Vault in New York. It's a whole sex thing. It is. And some people, there's like a part where you can watch people, which is kind of creepy, but we did. And so Grant Show and I are there watching, oh my God, and then these people start coming around us, and like, thinking that we're the ones who are going to be next in that thing. I'm like, no, we got to get out of here. So that was kind of fascinating. But that's really the only time, is when we would go to New York. Oh, and Spin City too. Let's see. I'm trying to think, it was with Charlie or Michael, that we all went to New York and we went to whatever they were asking us to, Brooks Brothers or something like that. And so that was always fun. Those are usually to promote the show, but not after work as much.
Okay. All right, let's grab a few more questions right back there.
Right where?
I don't know, right there.
Hello, Heather. Great to have you with us today.
Thank you.
So I just wanted to say I want to thank you for most of the movies that you did: Firestarter, Uptown Girls, and Looney Tunes Back in Action as Dusty Tails.
Yep.
What was that?
I said thank you.
You're welcome. So my two-part question is, what were some of the inspirations you had when going into acting? And my second question is, how would you describe your experience of working with Toby Keith on the music video Crash Here Tonight?
Okay, first of all, wait, what was the first question? What's the first one?
Inspirations for going into acting.
Okay, I was always a big fan of Goldie Hawn's. And I eventually, I don't even know if I met her on the movie, The First Wives Club. I actually had 2 scenes, but they cut them out, so then I just me. with a face, and that was it. So, but we would look out my trailer and look around, oh my God, there's Goldie Hawn walking there. So I eventually got to do that. And then I worked with her son briefly on Rules of Engagement. And so, and so she was there. I just got to watch her. So maybe I didn't really meet her, but I thought I did. So she was my big inspiration. The second one, Toby Keith, I actually have a really good friend who did his wardrobe for years and years and years. And I don't know if he asked or she suggested me to be in the video. And I was so grateful to be with him. What a wonderful human being. What a great, great guy. And very big and broad. Very cool. But there's a couple things in the video where I think we were trying to clink wine glasses, but not look somewhere or look at each other or something. So we were hoping we would do it right and not like this and spill it. And so in one of the videos you can see his hat's down like that. There's just a tad smile because we were glad that we did it. How about that? Rest in peace. Wonderful man.
Okay, next question, standing up.
Can you hear me?
Now you got it.
Okay, hi. I just wanted to say hi to you. You wouldn't remember me, but my name is Debbie Cassini, and I used to produce a talk show in Cleveland, Ohio back in
Wait, are you my Debbie?
Maybe.
Wait, no.
I know. Back in the 80s, it was called the Morning Exchange, and you used to come to do my show a couple of times. One time you came with your brother Mark.
Yes.
Another time,
yes.
Another time you came
That's
with your
you?
friend. I think it was like Chrissy or Christine, something like that. You came a couple of times, and I just have to tell everybody, I just remember how much fun you were and funny, very funny.
Thank you.
And I vaguely remember the both of us being in a limousine, going downtown, hanging out the window.
Oh,
just being
totally.
Crazy.
What's that in Cleveland? The flats.
The flats, exactly. In fact,
Love that.
Can I just happen to have a picture from. Can I just show it to you?
Please.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Are you
I
too?
used to watch Morning Exchange.
Oh my gosh, no, I totally know you.
This is awesome.
So much fucking fun.
Give him a moment. Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Glasses.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay, there, here come the glasses. Awesome. Thank you. Right on the spot. Once again, Morning Exchange was like what KDKA has. It's kind of like that show.
oh my gosh.
Exactly. Frank Griffith used to do that, right? I'm from Northeastern. I was never on your show.
I did.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Boom.
I totally. You know
That
what?
was so worth it.
Yeah, that was.
Thank you for that. That's been a
Tell my
wonderful
brother.
memory.
Thank you. Okay. No, I think he will. He's the
Well,
cutest.
thank you. Maybe you should finish this interview. No.
Oops. Thank you so much.
Do you have a question other than that? Come up and have a seat. You did this professionally. All right. Talk afterwards.
Yes.
There you go. You can't say I don't try and share. Thank you, dear. That's the kind of surprises that happen right here at the Comic-Con. It really is that kind of interaction.
I know everything.
There you go. Let's take another question. Hopefully someone else that you had on the show. Right.
Well, sadly, I wasn't on that show. But a show you were on, you just mentioned it. I loved your, was it 2 episodes you were on Rules of Engagement? It was one or two.
so.
Yeah, like what was it like working with David Spade, doing the whole rock band thing, and then working with, crap, the guy who played Jeff, Patrick.
Patrick's great. At that time, yeah, it was really fun with David Spade. I also dated him, so I'm not going to tell you too much more. But he is one of my favorite people. I love him so much. It's like, oh my God. And then his birthday was the same birthday as my dad's. And so we were kind of, I don't know what we were doing, but he kissed me. I go, oh my God, you even kiss like my dad. wasn't fond if I was funnier than him. Because and then he would steal stuff, I'd say. Not too much, but it was great.
Got time for about 2 or 3 more questions.
Hey Queen, hi. Okay, so first off, I just have to say Perfect Men and Uptown Girls were like my comfort movies growing up. So that's how you were introduced to me. And then I also grew up on the Melrose Place reboot on the CW. So that's how I got introduced to Melrose Place, and I'm currently watching the series for the first time on Paramount Plus. I have 10 episodes left, and I'm going to be done. So I'm really excited to meet you.
Well, thank you.
My question is, what was it like when you got the call for the CW Melrose Place reboot, and were you like apprehensive to do it? Did you enjoy doing it? Was it fun?
You mean with the new cast?
Yeah.
It was kind of, for their like, they first went, can we have her in the show and then she'll die? And I go, oh, I don't want to die. Because then what if I want to be in the rest of the show? What if something else happens? They go, oh, but you're dead. You can't come back. So they made it Laura Layton. She died. And not in real life, not in real life. But yeah, it was so, I stayed on for a little bit. It was really different. They're great little kids. And I think they were hoping it to be a bigger success, and it just wasn't. I'm sorry.
Next question.
Bye.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. So I recently watched a TV movie you were in. It had 2 different titles. One was Shattered Mind.
Oh.
The other one was like, or Terror in the Mind, something like
Yeah,
that.
it was like 2 different things.
But I just thought you were so incredible in that movie to play a role with someone with multiple personality disorder. And I just, like the versatility as an actress, it was just so incredible to see you play that role. And I was just wondering, because I haven't seen a whole lot of movies, about that. And I was just wondering what it was like to play a character, with like just so many different things happening. And
Stephen Gyllenhaal, which is Jake Gyllenhaal's and Maggie Gyllenhaal's father, he directed that, and he had me come over to his house and be in a dark room, and I don't. Oopsie. So it was pretty crazy, but he wanted me a certain way, and then he had to make me think that my real dad is having sex with me, is molesting me, and that was a really weird thing. Yeah, and I just couldn't do that because my dad's not that way, but or was not. But it was just like 3 different characters, like I'm doing 3 different people, and it was pretty interesting. It was really cool to make. I liked it, but yeah, you can watch Sally Field also do that.
Got time for one more question. You're going to be headed back to your table to sign and have some photo ops. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you don't have a time for a question, just hang out with them for crying out loud. Let's take one more question.
Hello, welcome to Pittsburgh.
Welcome.
Who was your favorite castmate on Melrose Place?
I probably have to say Jack Wagner. And then we also dated. How lovely of my sex life. Anyway. But he would always like tease so much, and we, after being there so long, we should know everyone's name, Kat, stuff like that. And we didn't, but we'd go, hey buddy. So it ended up that we just called each other buddy, but we would always, because we didn't know their names, we should have known their names. And then he'd always, such a jerk, because he'd go, 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 to my, can you imagine, someone's jiggling your gobbler? And it was a little personal. Anyway, but we were always laughing with each other at other, yeah, we did. So it was really fun.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you
Have a
so much.
I'll trip on memory lane. Have a Locklear. Thank you. All right. Head back to the table to sign, please. One more time, Heather Locklear. Awesome job, everyone. And that was such a fine moment there. Thank you.